I shall contact Ymir and have him commence preparations straight away, milady.
Send me. I'll get your message there safe.
Shall I set this in motion, Commander?
Do it.
Yup! Let's go beat him like a dirty carpet!
They are certainly in for a surprise.
The tyranny of the Empire needs to stop here and now.
You ready, Noah? I think Periel already took off for the palace.
Let us review our strategy. We face a war of attrition. Unfortunately, Haishan was not built to be easily defended. Therefore, we must meet the Imperial host on the field and strive to buy time while minimizing our casualties. We leave this in your capable hands, General Cassius.
His Majesty's troops are kith and kin to me. I'll not let a single man die in vain.
I trust messengers have been dispatched to Norster and Kinan?
They have, but neither will act until we prove our mettle, which is why this first battle is pivotal. Our enemy is a general both seasoned and clever, and he will not rely on superior numbers alone to deliver victory. We must whittle away at their strength now, then turn the war of attrition which follows to our advantage.
Which is where we come in. Right?
Correct. We are counting on your ambush to throw the battlefield into disorder. Do not let us down, Commander Noah.
We won't. We're ready.
General Cassius, Melrich, Noah, pray bring us victory and return home safely.
Thank you, Your Majesty. If my projections are correct, this battle may be over far sooner than we all dare hope.
Projections?
Reporting, sir! The Imperial Army has arrived and is forming up just where you said they would!
Then we'd best get started. Are you ready, Commander?
Let's do this.
Ready yourselves! This day we fight for our homes, for our king, and for the future of our country!
The Imperial Army's here.
So it's war, then. I assumed their forces would throw down their arms and flee, rather than take the field for such a weakling king. Perhaps they found a more inspiring leader.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, General Goldwyn. The honors of a battlefield victory are ours for the taking. It is an honor for you to lead my vanguard, Lieutenant Kessling. I expect your rune tank to earn us a great many accolades.
About that, sir? The rune tank isn't really designed for solo combat. It requires a lot of infantry support, so...
I was not speaking to you, soldier. Well, young Sian, what do you say? Will you fight for the glory of your house?
As you command, sir. Hildy, Valentine, gather what troops you can.
At once, Lieutenant.
By decree of the Emperor, you may submit peacefully to Galdia's glory, or be crushed beneath her heel.
It's time. Give the signal.
Looks like we're up. Let's go!
Yeah!
To battle!
What? A second force? Where the hell did they come from?
There's the tactician signal. Come on, boys. Let's honor our contract and show these imps the color of their own guts.
An ambush! What impudence!
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Advance!
All forces, attack!
Shields up! Stand your ground! I will deal with this ambush myself.
Are the troops holding up?
We're ready to move whenever. Though if you ask me, that move should be to turn and run.
You forget yourself, Second Lieutenant.
At last, some damn order! Now form up and prepare for the next!
If you have finally regained control of your troops, General Chapel, then prepare to withdraw. We are finished here.
What?
Learning the true strength of our foe is victory enough for the day. It has not come without cost, but to persist further would only result in needless bloodshed. We maintain the upper hand, and are in no particular rush. Additionally, the sun has begun its descent, and I've no desire to fight in darkness on unfamiliar terrain. We will withdraw!
Fine. Retreat! Fall back, you dogs!
Woohoo! Look at him run!
Nice job, Noah.
You sure showed him, cousin. A victory on the Alliance's very first deployment!
Let's not press our luck. An overzealous attempt to pursue General Goldwyn may end poorly.
All units, fall in! You fought bravely and well this day, and you, Chris, thanks you for it! Now, we return to Haishan triumphant!
We did it! We sent him running for the hills!
And more importantly, everyone is safe.
Is this victory real? I can scarce believe it.
It is only one battle behind us, Your Majesty. The war ahead will be nothing to celebrate. It disheartens me that our ambush did little to phase General Goldwyn's troops. He truly is the military titan, they say.
Yeah, even I've heard of the guy. So I guess today didn't amount to much more than an ugly introduction.
Let's not diminish the significance of forcing a retreat in our first battle. I've already made arrangements to inform the other members of the League, and trust the news will change their countenance for the better.
If I may, who are those other reinforcements, and why did you not mention them?
I'm guessing you mean me.
Allow me to introduce Captain Bernard Sawad of the White Sands Mercenary Company. I reached out to him some time ago to secure his services.
Oh, and if you're worried about the mercenary part, I promise you this. A Sawad never breaks a contract.
You hired these sellswords, Melrich?
I managed to divert some funds their way, yes. A bit from the royal treasury and more that was earmarked for the studium and archives. I figured the forthwith confiscation of Harlan's estate would sufficiently refresh our coffers.
Well, I suppose I did give you my royal authority, but I'm still pleased to see you wielding it with such wisdom. Just do see the ledgers end up balanced, yes?
Don't spare it another thought, Your Majesty. That's something I'm quite confident I can manage.
Yep, still incorrigible.
Something on your mind, Zane? You're wondering what will happen if Eucharist falls, aren't you?
Its downfall seems inevitable, considering the League's lack of unity.
Just like Duke Saldric wants, I bet. You're thinking about it again.
In part. But mostly I'm just wondering what I'm doing here. I intended to make a name for myself and House Kessling as an Imperial officer. I believed that was the right thing. It's what I thought he would do.
Your brother?
Yes. But now I'm not sure about anything anymore. So where does that leave me?
Sorry to interrupt the boy talk, fellas. Did I miss anything spicy? Look, we've all got 'em. Ties, I mean. Obligations. I know all about yours, Zane. Little by little, they tighten around your neck until one day you wake up and realize you're wearing a noose. All part of growing up, I suppose. But these times, the times where you have to weigh your friends and your loyalties and your future, these are the moments that tell us who we are. You're young. You feel like throwing caution to the wind and doing the wrong thing for the right reason. Well, do it.
This is getting a little complicated and poetic for me, but I think I agree.
Paul, Valentine. Thank you both. Hildy.
A messenger just arrived bearing urgent news from the homeland, Lieutenant. It's as you feared.
What? How could this have happened?
I'm still verifying the information. It's possible this is but a rumor.
This is not some piece of idle gossip, man! You're telling me the Emperor has been assassinated?
That is... yes. That's what I've heard. But all the more reason to swiftly complete our occupation of Haishan while we wait for further news. The late Emperor's decree still stands, after all, and His Grace the Dukes has not yet issued our next orders.
The Dukes has not issued them? I mean nothing by it. Let us resume our efforts on the morrow.
Rise and shine, Noah. The new day has dawned and everyone's gathered at the palace.
The battle of attrition continues. Our ambushes in the last fight took a modest toll on the enemy, but we still remain outnumbered.
This time, Noah's allied troops and the White Sands mercenaries will fight on the defensive line. Hold a keen edge out there, both of you, and be ready for anything.
If there's one thing the White Sands know, it's how to hold a keen edge.
And your troops, Commander Noah?
Ready to go.
You darn tootin' we are!
Now the battle begins!
Euchrysians! Take heart from yesterday's victory! But do not take your enemy lightly, for he will fight with even more fury this day!
How droll that they considered that a victory. They merely bought themselves another few hours to breathe. For today, it will all come crashing down around them.
In the name of His Excellency, the Emperor.
Listen to me, everyone! You may have heard the rumors already, but His Excellency the Emperor has been assassinated.
Then it's true.
Dukes Aldrich is the man behind it. I have had ample opportunity to witness the Duke's tyranny, and have come to believe the invasion of Euchris is not just. Therefore, pursuing it would be a stain on the Empire's honor. This is not an order. Those who do not wish to follow me will receive no punishment. But on this day, I turn my banners in revolt against Dukes Aldrich. I fight to return the Empire to a just and righteous path.
They're cheering.
Your family's soldiers are true to their house, Lieutenant. They stand with you. And they're all fools.
So what does that make you?
The woman responsible for keeping fools in line, apparently.
Thank you, everyone.
Disarray in the Imperial ranks? What is happening?
What does this mean?
Look! It's Sane!
I do not understand what is happening, but I know a potential opportunity when I see it. Protect that company of turncoats!
That company is under the Kessling boys' command. The lad takes after his brother. General Chapel, order your troops to withdraw.
I cannot believe the great General Goldwyn would say such a thing. We must annihilate these pathetic traitors at once.
No. What we must do is learn the truth of the Emperor's assassination. Until that happens, this war cannot continue. All units, fall in! We withdraw at once and return to Goldean soil.
Yes, sir.
But this is absurd! We need just win this one battle so I can deliver the news to Dukes Aldrich and...
Do as you will, but I have no intention of fighting for your dukes.
I shall never retreat. My host is more than sufficient to handle this motley force.
General Goldwyn's legion has stood down. But why?
My projections appear to have come true. I assure you, Goldwyn's retreat is no feint. Something has transpired inside the Empire. Which means we can finish this here and now.
But I was to claim victory here. Me, for the glory of Dukes Aldrich. Damnation!
Is it over?
We did it! We saved you, Chris! We did do that, right?
Indeed. Victory is ours.
Oh yeah, that's how it's done, cousin!
Well fought, Noah.
You comported yourself with great skill.
You might be longer for this world than I thought.
I have protected my kingdom and my king.
The Imperial Army has quit our territory, Your Majesty. Our scouts expect them to continue withdrawing to the north.
Then, we won?
Yes, Your Majesty. We won.
That's wonderful.
Yes, thank you all so much.
I owe a great debt to you and the Allied army. Thank you for fighting at our side.
Victory is ours!
Victory! Victory! Come on, everybody! Victory!
Yep, finally gave those imps the shellacking they deserve.
Might I gently remind all the braggarts present who the actual leader of the Alliance is?
Oh, let it go, Emir. Noah and his people fought well, and I'm very appreciative.
My concern is that I fail to understand what prompted Goldwyn's troops to withdraw.
Oh, Was that some scheme of yours, Malridge?
I fear I am as in the dark as the rest of you. However, I suspect...
Perhaps I can shed some light on that.
Sane.
This Imperial officer and his people just surrendered to us, Commander.
I had a feeling it would be you.
A pleasure to see you again, Noah.
Been a while, Lieutenant.
So, thanks for switching sides and all, but, why?
I harbor suspicions which have driven me to leave the Empire.
Suspicions related to General Goldwyn's abrupt retreat.
Yes. If you don't know, His Excellency the Emperor has been assassinated.
What?
The Emperor of Galdea? But why? How?
Dukes Eldrick is how.
While we lack solid evidence of such, the information we've gathered certainly raises the possibility.
So that's why they all turned tail and ran. This Dukes guy must be a first-class moron. Way to make your move at the worst possible time, you dope.
I will return to the castle on the morrow. Our troops must be reorganized before we can carry on to Norrister. And you, Melridge?
Actually, I have received the King's blessing to make myself useful within the Alliance. If you are amiable, I feel I can respond more nimbly stationed at your headquarters.
So you expect our battle with the Empire to continue?
Oh, I believe it has only just begun. Duke Aldrich's ambitions clearly extend beyond the Galdian throne. The invasion of Chris was simply a tidy way to displace the general for a time.
It certainly is beginning to look that way.
Goldwyn was ever the late Emperor's staunchest loyalist. Once Aldrich sent him far from home, he used that time to sow the seeds of a coup.
He's a ruthless and cunning man, and no mistake. But I dare say you may be his equal. It pleases me to have you on our side.
Oh, I don't think I am the cunning one here. After all, you didn't hand your army over to that Noah boy for no reason. This has been your plan from the start.
Yes, well... Still, if the Resistance army was led by the Countess of Groom, it would invite no end of suspicion. Tongues would wag about my agenda, my ambition. But a commoner turned hero rising up against the Empire's tyranny? Now that's the sort of story that resonates with people. After all, who doesn't love an underdog?
So, what is it that you hope to gain from all this, milady? Clearly not prestige.
Clearly not. No, my wish is far more modest.
Morning, kiddo. How you doing today? Good? Good. We should visit the Great Hall. There's gonna be a meeting.
Now that Commander Noah has joined us, we can begin.
Okay, first, begin what? And second, aren't you supposed to be in Chris?
King Yuma, in his wisdom, has granted me permission to serve the Alliance. I intend to do so to the best of my abilities.
And seeing as I'm still under contract with a tactician, I guess I'm coming aboard as well.
Not gonna complain about that. You fought like a demon in Chris.
Then it's settled. Melridge will be chief strategist and advisor to the Alliance's new permanent commander, Noah.
Wait, what?
But I'm just filling in for you, right? I mean, I'm not a leader. Not a real one, anyway.
Not a leader? The man who secured the use of this castle? Who forged an alliance with the tree folk? Who won the battle for you, Chris? Do try to show a little more confidence.
But...
I thought you liked to meddle. If so, it's time to plunge your nose into something that counts. You can help more than a person here or a person there. You can help entire nations.
I guess. But look.
Looks like you got an occasion to rise to, Noah. You okay with this, Ymir?
Her ladyship and I have discussed it, if that is what you mean.
This is already way more fun than Imperial meetings.
Shh! Keep your voice down!
I'd like to take this moment to formally offer my help, Noah. Galdea no longer pursues a righteous path. But by standing with you, I believe she can yet be saved.
Sounds like you found a new calling.
I have. I will set aside my duty to House Kessling and follow the dictates of my own heart.
Chills, Zane. Chills. Also, that look in your face tells me you're doing the right thing.
Oh? I don't feel like my expression is any different.
'Cause it's not.
I do hate to spoil the mood, but I was hoping we might discuss next steps, if I may.
He's asking you, kiddo?
Huh? Oh, I guess I do this kind of thing now, huh? Sure, Melridge. Go ahead.
As of now, the Empire has pulled its forces out of Euchris, but yet remains a heavy presence in Groom. We must be prepared for when Dux Aldrich inevitably resumes his efforts to subjugate the League of Nations.
Which I'm guessing will happen soon.
There are two ways to effectively use the time we have left. The first is to gather as many allies as we possibly can.
If I might interrupt, I have an idea about that. What about Impershiark, the Shi'ar capital in the desert east of Euchris?
She who now?
The Shi'ars. As a mercenary, I've had plenty of chances to fight both with and against them. They're strong warriors who prize valor above all else.
A fine idea. As it happens, I've already secured the King's permission to use Euchris' desert checkpoint. Commander Noah, might I ask you to go to Impershiark and seek their help? You should take Bernard as your guide.
Checkpoint's northeast of Haishan. From there, we'll cross the mountains into the gateway town of Tabavian. I'll explain more as we go.
Sounds good.
Now, as for the other way to make a difference. At this moment, the Dukes is no doubt engaged with fallout from the Emperor's assassination. The sooner that's quelled, the sooner he can turn his attentions to us. Which means we need to keep that chaos churning for as long as possible. I have asked Lieutenant Kessling for his assistance in this matter.
We have already reached out to the late Emperor's loyalists in Galdea. Naturally, they aren't keen on Aldrich seizing power.
We think it's better for us to go talk to them, since there are people and all. Which means we'll be working separately for a bit.
Probably for the best. Many here in the Alliance will need time to trust us, and understandably so.
Hey, for what it's worth, I totally trust you guys.
Thanks, Leon.
The others will come around once they get to know the lieutenant.
Sane's group will work independently to gather intel within the Empire and sabotage the Duke's plans. Do everything in your power to destabilize his grip and delay his ability to resume the invasion.
You can count on us.
I will serve as a messenger, traveling back and forth between this castle and the Empire.
You, probably want a little help with that?
Please.
I'm pleased to have that settled. Commander Noah, Lieutenant Kessling, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
We'll knock your socks off!
We'll try not to let you down.
Oh, we might even let you up! I don't know what that means.
2 simultaneous operations, one to gather allies, and one to disrupt the enemy.
Pressure's on, Sane. Who's gonna finish first?
Technically, neither task is one that can be completely finished.
There he goes, fretting the details again.
Yep, some things never change.
To reach the desert, we need to pass through a checkpoint northeast of Haishan.
Let's get going! But first, we gotta ask that carry lady to give us a little telewarp to Haishan.
Welcome to my establishment. How might I be of service?
I was hoping you might be willing to join us.
Pardon me, but are you suggesting that I join the Alliance? Why, that would be quite... May I direct your attention to this brooch here? Its stone was rune-cut, and as such it commands a considerable price. Would you not agree that the cut is exquisite? The stone shines more brilliantly than any I've ever seen. Alas, the handiwork is not my own, and I yearn for a day when I could craft comparable splendor. Yet I lack a necessary component to do so. The item in question is called a sparkle stone. They say the stones are hoarded by phantom birds, which appear in only the most verdant of forests. Oh, how I wish to one day behold it sparkle with my own eyes! Were you the sort of fellow who could acquire such a prize? Oh, I would certainly have no reservations about opening a shop under your auspices.
Okay, a sparkle stone it is.
Oh, these colors! They just scream! Look at me! Drink me up! And this necklace? Amazing! I think I'll buy one of these for that yummy little mignon I met earlier. I just love a town that's thriving. The shops are always dripping with the latest clothes, the latest accessories, the tools, the traps. And the eye candy ain't so bad either. Am I right, or am I really right?
Hi.
Oh no, I did it again! Blasted a boy into silence with my stunning good looks. It's okay. You're allowed to speak to me. Wait, aren't you the Alliance's commander? Noah, right?
You've heard of me?
Of course I have. Who do you think I am?
I don't know.
Ah, of course. Mea culpa scusi. The name is Pastole, but you can call me Pastole, hunter with the most game.
You hunt game? That's amazing. Where's your rifle?
Rifle? Oh, perish the disgusting thought. Like I'd allow the stink of gunpowder on these clothes.
So you use a crossbow? Or a knife, maybe?
That's a nuh-uh to crossbows. Way too heavy, and they chafe my back. You might catch me using a knife, maybe?
Okay. How then?
Traps, mister. I trap those honey bunnies, and then I move in and slay 'em, if you catch my driftwood. It's not a question of if Pastole gets you. It's a question of when, and possibly how often. Buongiorno, my little mignone.
What the heck?
Whew. I think they were in a bad mood. I'll try again later.
Is that your usual style?
Style? Oh, my clothes. Aren't they fab? They turn all the heads. Good for luring game, too. I have absolutely sashayed a boar into a bear trap.
Impressive.
Your takeaway here should be that A, Pastole's traps are astonishingly unique, and B, with those traps, Pastole hooks a lot of meat. Sound like someone you'd find useful?
Welcome to the ranks.
That's my Noah. One squeezy hug for you! I assume I'm pointed in the general direction of your castle. I'll see you there. Ready or not, minions, Pastoles are coming!
Oh my. What an incredible story.
Huh. I'm so sorry. I got completely wrapped up in my reading. Oh, why does this happen every time I pick up a book? I guess I just get so enraptured whenever I get the chance to take a literary journey around the world. But why am I telling you this? I'm sorry, did you need something?
No. I'm the one who should apologize for interrupting you. I'm actually seeking new comrades for the Alliance.
The Alliance? Raising your swords in desperate battle against the vile machinations of the Empire? Oh, what an epic tale that will be! Alas, I doubt there is much that I could do to aid you. Unless... Would you consider a library? It would give your soldiers and your townsfolk a treasure trove of stories to lose themselves in.
I'm sure they'd like that.
Yes. How wonderful it would be to have a library in your city. It would also give students a place to study and... Oh, I myself have spent much of my recent time in study. It's my dream to get into the University of Karl, you see.
Really? Good luck.
Yes, well... Whenever there's a test, I always get nervous and make a big mess of things. Oh, if only I still had that lucky charm I'd lost. I'm sure I could pass the entrance exam. Yes, I know. I shouldn't be relying on luck. My own intelligence should be enough to get me through any test. And yet, the charm was a gift from a good friend of mine, and it always used to bring me such confidence.
I understand. I'll help you find it.
Oh, no. I lost it in the Great Wood north of here, and there are likely to be monsters about. I couldn't possibly ask someone I'd just met to risk their lives due to my silliness. No, never mind. Please, forget I said anything.
But you do want it back, don't you? I'll find it for you.
Here we go again. But sure, why not? I'll help.
Thank you. I lost the charm when I was running away from a rabbit archwitch in the Great Wood. I would be ever so grateful if you could find it.
I'll certainly do my best.
Noah! Hello! Did you happen to find the charm?
Yep, this is it, right?
That is it. Thank you so much. This was a gift from a friend of mine. They moved far away, but when we parted ways, we promised that we'd reunite one day as students at the University of Karl. Oh, I am so very grateful. I don't know if this will suffice as a reward, but I ask you to accept me as a comrade. I will do what little I can to aid you as the Alliance librarian.
Welcome to the ranks.
Oh, I will do my very best. Oh, to be nestled in a quiet nook surrounded by books. How delightful it will be. I cannot wait to provide the wonders of literature to the Alliance. I do hope you and your other comrades will be pleased.
What's a guy gotta do to make the world a better place? Hey, you! You ever heard of a man named Gokdo? Now there's someone who knows how to make a difference. I'd give an arm and a leg to work for him. I mean, if I knew where he ran off to.
Oh my! The Sparkle Stone! You have delivered it as promised! How beautiful. And just look at the way it sparkles. Quack! Might I take that from you, please?
Sure, it's yours.
Quite right, quite right. And I, for my part, shall promptly begin making the necessary preparations to open an alliance branch of my emporium. Just maybe after I've had time to savor these sparkles a while longer. Yes. Yes. I assure you that when we next meet, I will be stocking a varied assortment of accessories, all of the finest quality. And many of them will be so delightfully sparkly.
Oh, hi! Have you got a soft spot for Eggfoots like I do?
They're pretty neat.
I know. Aren't they the best? They're so fluffy and huggable and oh, I could just eat them up! But I won't. Go on. You can pet it.
Hey, you're right. It's soft as velvet. And surprisingly friendly, too.
That's what makes these sweethearts so special. Not to mention, they run like the wind. There's so much to like.
You know, I'm looking for talented people to join the Alliance. Not just warriors, but people who can make our town a bigger and better place.
Really? Well, you know what you should build? A racetrack for the Eggfoots. Million-backwell idea, right? But I guess we'd need a lot more of these fellas for something like that to work.
All right, how can I help?
Well, if you could bring me some Eggfoot eggs, that would be a great start. They can be standard grade. Just 5 plain old eggs should do the trick.
Consider it done.
Thank you. I'm gonna train them into the fastest Eggfoots the racing world has ever seen. Just you wait.
Oh yeah! Ha ha! I'll win again.
Oh, dang it! That's 10 times in a row! I'm gonna get better and crush you! Just you wait!
Bring it on. I'll accept that challenge any day of the week. Oh yeah! And with that, my deck just got even stronger. Hey! Yeah! You, over there! You like card games?
Sure, I dabble. Can I give it a try?
Now that's what I like to hear. Let's get right to it, my friend. Here are the rules. That clear enough? First deck's on me. I want everyone to love this game as much as I do, so I always bring along a few extra card sets.
Oh, I get it. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Can't tell you how happy I am to hear you say so.
Let's play.
You got it. I'll try not to burn you too bad with my mega powerful Scorcher deck. Ha-ha! Another win for me.
Ah, I thought I had a shot.
You did put up a hell of a fight. You've got the potential to be really good at this.
Thanks. That makes me feel a little better.
Come challenge me again, yeah? I'm always here, and I'm always down for a game.
Excuse me.
Get the hell out of my workshop!
Sorry.
Sorry for yelling like that. But you really got to stay away from the forge. One misstep and bam, you'll be missing some fingers. And what the hell do you want anyway? A custom weapon job or something?
I'd like you to join the Alliance as our Master Smith.
Eh? You want me to join your army? I don't hate the sound of that, but I ain't one for half-assing things. If you're serious about bringing me on, you's better make sure I get what I need to do the job right. Iron ore. Bring me 10 hunks of it, and I'll be your blacksmith, or your buddy, or whatever else you want to call me.
Black fur, slinky walk. Got it.
Oh, you just have to help me find her!
You there? Do you know this town well?
I did serve in the watch here.
Perfect. Are you willing to help me help someone in need? You'll be rewarded for it, of course.
I'm always willing to help someone in need.
I see. Then your task is to find a lost cat. I am told it has black fur and a slinky walk. I shall be waiting for you to bring me the feline in question.
A black cat. Got it.
Very good.
That's Yam! That's my cat! Oh, thank you!
There's a child with proper manners. Now, be certain to give your parents that pamphlet. Remember, the town is called New Neva.
Got it!
Well done, Noah. The task is complete.
Hey, I'm glad everything turned out okay.
Now, for the reward I promised you.
What's this?
It's a stamp card. When you fill it up, you'll receive rewards in my town of New Neva. Things like massages at the inn or discounts at the shops.
New Nevea?
That's right. My name is Isha, and I am the acting mayor of New Neva, currently here on other business.
I see. But you haven't given me any stamps?
Ah, right. There you are, 1 stamp for you. But since your card is still mostly empty, I have another little quest for you. Are you familiar with the mountain pass northwest of here?
Of course I know it. It leads to my hometown.
Your hometown? Perfect. Then it should be no problem for you to collect some cockatrice eggs. They've been sighted out that way. Someone needs it for a recipe, apparently. Can I count on you?
And for doing this, I'll get another stamp?
Correct. Is that not enough for you? You'll also be helping someone in need.
All right, fine. I'll do it. What can I say? Someone needs help.
That's right. Now hop to.
Yume? Where are you? Yume!
Who's Yume?
Oh, are you travelers? Yume is my granddaughter. Did you see her along the road? She's 6 years old and wears her hair in a bun.
I haven't seen her, I'm sorry. Why? Is something wrong?
She said she was going to the mountains to play with some new friend of hers. But then I heard there were sightings of some kind of big, hairy monster. I'm worried sick. If I weren't so old and frail, I'd go find her myself. I wish someone would check on her and make sure she's okay.
Well, she can't have gone far. She's either at the mountain pass to the west or Red Throat Ridge to the east. Don't worry, I'll find her.
Really? Oh, thank you, young man. Thank you.
There we go, my little friends. Grow up hale and hearty for me. Ah, don't mind me. I was just tending these crops. Did you need something?
Actually, I'm seeking out new recruits.
Oh, you're from the Alliance? Well, I don't know the first thing about fighting. Don't care much to learn neither. Work in the fields is all I know. Would that be of any help to you? I sure wouldn't mind having some land of my own. There's nothing I love more than seeing my veggie pals grow big and strong.
Then come grow them for the Alliance. We have no shortage of bellies to fill.
Oh, you don't say! Well, planting a field is planting the future, you know. War might be here, but folks don't stop needing to eat. Without a hearty bowl of grub, the war will be over before your troops even swing a sword. Or maybe I've just eaten more than my peck of dirt.
I love it. That's so poetic.
Shucks! Ain't no one's ever called me a poet before. So, are you sure there's a place for me in the Alliance?
Join us.
Well, righty-o! The name's Peter. Mighty glad to meet ya. I'll work those fields day and night to keep the bellies of all my new pals happy and full.
Is this what you're looking for?
Great rocky boulders! Pale nightmare! Now I'm a step closer to being the most stalwart of all dwarven warriors.
Hey, if you're happy, I'm happy.
Oh, I couldn't be more grateful. But words is just words, don't you know? From this day forward,
I, Galdorf, rising dwarven star, and soon to be the greatest and most ferocious of my kind, is gonna join ya.
Wait, really? That's great.
Don't you worry none. I'll find my way to your headquarters.
State your business. You need an expert to join your ranks and find new mines? I could be cajoled into it, could be at that. But I swings my mattock for no amateur. You gots to prove your mine savvy first. I'll teach you how to mine for iron ore. Bring me 3 pieces, then we talk. But be quick about it, yeah? Day's long, and my patience ain't. Well done, lad. You've potential and then some. But somebody needs to take you under their wing. Now let's strike out for new mountains. Give me a tunnel and an hour, and I'll have your whole operation up and running.
Welcome to the ranks.
Glad to help, so I am.
Listen here, lad. I've had a thought about a potential new recruit. Care to listen to an old man reminisce?
Absolutely.
Now, I once knew a lady who was an incredibly talented martial artist. Oh, yes. She lived down in the village of Dafan, not far from Haishan. Back in my day, we would spar on the regular, but I can't imagine age would have dulled her fists. If you like, I could introduce you. Just grant me the pleasure of accompanying you to Dafan sometime.